Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tassinix, and welcome to a brand new season of Grand Arena. It is Season 67, 5 vs. 5, Grand Arena Championship, Week 1, Round 1, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. You know the drill. My opponent today is someone we haven't fought in a few weeks, so, nice reprieve, but it is once more something, GAC, something, you can't say, who will be henceforth referred to for the rest of the stream as you can't say. Someone can say, though. What is it, Wampa? Tell us in chat. I know you translated. I think I've translated it before, but I've since forgotten. Anyway, though. Jay Chung, still work lurking. Good luck, Task. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Cosley check and Taro Tassinix. Yes. Striker resubbed. Oh, and June Kessel resubbed here. Both of you guys, thank you so much. Good way to start off. All right, you guys know the drill. I'll get ready for the comparison. Let's get the music rolling. Roll. Okay, starting the prediction. So what are we thinking? It's we're doing one or less, two or more in 3 versus 3, so I don't know how I can justify making it easier in 5s, yeah? Roll that way. Airplane. All right. Yeah. Fatal says, the percentage chance that we can't say has gone up, yes. Okay, here's Wampa with the translation. A bunch of dogs, the plane is full of scum, I have countless GAC, return the money, you can't say. That's the name, apparently. So, fantastic. Auto Demons with the follow, appreciate you, man. Thank you, welcome to the channel. And with the follow on YouTube, appreciate it. Big Ninja, well, hello there, 9th best GAC player. Yeah, man, it's what I expected, right? I talked about this at the end of the last season. If we had a bunch of new Erodiums, I could be, because I was towards the bottom of the first bracket when it all finished. I didn't have, like, the best week. And if there were any significant number of Erodiums, I was going to get pushed out, and sure than shit, half the top bracket is Erodium. So, neat! Not mad, though. Yeah, Battle Demons. Yeah. That's right. That's where my powers in World of Warcraft. I don't play in this current expansion. I just didn't see a reason, really. Having played all these years and playing through the end of Dragonflight, when I saw the announcement for the new vision and for the new, I don't know, what's to come, I didn't see anything in the immediate future that had me like, I can't afford to miss this. So that's why I'm not playing. All right. Get this on screen. Get rolling. Right. All right, here we go. Rank 10 fighting rank 17. My 15.8 million GP to his 13.6. I'm always a lot bigger than this guy, so this is really going to be the case throughout. He, nevertheless, plays a really efficient game, so he's typically saving a lot on offense, and that allows him to fight against opponents that have all the green on their side. Anyway, top 80 GP, my 3.20 million to his 3.03, and it actually feels like a good chunk. Zetas, my 401 to his 384. GAC Omicrons, my 83 to his 52. Top 80 average speed, my 167 to his 163. Hey, Sheepdog, good to see you. Gamer says, Tass, you have to win like a protagonist. What's like a protagonist? You're saying I need to win because I am the protagonist? Or is there a certain manner of winning that needs to be done because I am the protagonist? But yeah. You were playing Lineage 2 for years, Cosley? I never got into that one, man. RuneScape? Yeah. Yeah, my wife did a lot of RuneScape back in the day. All right, mod analysis, plus 25 count, my 276 to his 218. 20 to 24s, my 588 to his 367. Plus 20s, my 864 to his 585. Plus 4% offense mods, 256 to his 114. And plus 6% offense mods, my 88 to his 33. Quite a bit of difference. Relic analysis, total levels, my 2468 to his 1773. Relic 9s, I have 144 to his 41. Relic 8s, my 136 to his 44. Relic 7s, my 10 to his 79. Datacron analysis, I'm the heavy hitter today. Total rerolls, my 373 to his 252. Level 9 Datacrons, my 55 to his 46. 6 to 8s, I have 2, he has 4. And 3 to 5s, I have 5, he has 1. Take a look at his skills. Really fast Ray, man. What's up with the fast Ray? I've seen a couple people. I think Aesop has his in the 530s. Why are people starting to lean back toward that? I wonder. Still keeping a pretty high offense and over 200,000 health. It's a pretty good spec. Really fast JMK. He's got them concentrated well on his GLs. Wow. Furious Lord Vader, too. Okay, dig that. Really fast Leia as well. Wow, 578. Okay. $362 Baylan, jeez. Looking at my camera in the corner, it has nothing, it has no idea what to do with how white my skin is, with how white the walls are, and how much bright white daylight is coming through this window into my thing. It has no idea what to do. Fair. All in on task? Hey, appreciate it, Cosley. Gamer says your GAC rank is the number of relics your Ugnaught deserves. I don't know about that, buddy. All right, let's see here. That. The 10k offense on the Dre. I like the style. I like it. Pretty serious. True damage. All right. He's got some good stuff there. I like how he's got it concentrated. Let's go ahead and take a look at his OmegaBot report. This is from last season, so can't trust this too much, but in terms of the proportion of why is this, there we go, the proportion of defense he might set, we could probably infer from it. All right. He's usually attacking fairly early on. It's rare for him based on last 5 vs 5 to wait like this. We'll see. All right. Speed-wise, I dwarfed him there on the line graph, but I always do, so that's not something that's new that's going to help me today against this guy. I do have quite a few more GAC Omicrons than him, so again, that's why he's usually not trying to get too cute on defense. Most of his attacks being 5, 67, 66, 64 last season. Pretty good. Pretty good. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dropped attacks all last season. That's how I read that for squads. Defenses he was setting was Finzori, Traya, Great Mothers, Aphra, General Grievous, Gas, Rey Swolo Exile Ezra, Fear Malicos Starkiller Maul. This is when we still had the previous set, that Ufu set, for Datacrons. So we would have also had the... No, I don't think we would have had this. Would we have had this? I don't think we had the Starkiller. Oh, maybe we did. Saw, Rey Swolo, okay, without Exile Ezra, Malgus, Soka, AM. Oh, BCAM's interesting. I got you. Damn, I could see that. Executor, Malevolence, Finalizer. All right, see how that goes. Defenses by zone, Finn, Traya. But we might expect to see for the bottom front, Traya, Great Mothers, Rey, maybe one other GL. Malgus, something of the kind. All right, offense. Bane, Jabba, Queen, JMK Cat, JML, Reva, Slacker, Leia, Baylan, Sith Eternal, Malgus, about half the time, and then some other stuff. Profundity, Leviathan and Negotiator on offense. Chimera is needed. Teams he dropped on last season: Rey Swolo Cat, a BAM team, a Jabba team. So good with Watt. There. Queen Amidala, a Baylan, and absolutely no fleets at all did he drop. Is the wager up? Yeah, the wager should be up on Twitch. It should still be up. Yeah. Yeah, man. Gamer says, did you see the counters against Lord Vader on defense? I saw BAM lead with Sana, level 9 beat it, as well as BKM. I've heard about this, and I've heard about Mom Mothma. CG apparently has also heard, because they put out an announcement saying they're investigating. So if it does work, don't expect it to work for long, because they were very clear that their design intent is, you know, use a GL or GTFO. So we'll see. But yeah, that's not great news. Not thrilled about it. I'm glad they seem like they're going to fix it. So final judgment shall be reserved. Does he have all the dark side clones? Asked Sheepdog. No, he does not. He has only Oppo at Relics. As far as those. He will not be fielding that team against me in any case. All right, how we doing on the prediction? Okay, 88% of you went 1 or less. 12% went 2 or more. All right, let's see how it goes. So, ucantsay has done me the courtesy of clearing everything except Lord Vader in the back. He has not yet attempted it. So, I don't have exact banners for all these, but let's, I'll just show you here. We have Baylan, Mercenary, Wrecker, Shin, Mercenary, Hunter, and Marok. You know, got the Hunter Cron on there. Followed by Bad Batch, a little bit hodgepodged, you know, with the Crosshair Cron. My understanding is the Batcher Cron's probably the better one to be using. And that certainly would make the most difference with the full new team. But I decided to see if this would make any difference. I'll rattle off to you the banner count here in a moment. Ahsoka, General Syndulla, Hu Yang, Padawan Sabine, and Exile Ezra. I set the full proper team. And then, yeah, that's Darth Maul lead. Nihilus, Traya, Savage, and Talon. The idea here being, I was trying to think, whether it's Trail Lead or Savage Lead, a skilled user of Finn could take it on. And he's usually setting Finn, but I still wanted to see what he might do. Don't think he made a ton of difference here today. Get you those banners. Okay. So against the Ahsoka team, he got a 64. That was his first attack. A 65 and then a 64 on Baylan, and then the Maul team. You kind of pick how you want that to go. I think the 64 was probably against the Baylan. I had to guess. All right, 65 on Bad Batch, and that wraps up the wall. Up top. So, against Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan, Cam, and Grandmaster, he got a 65. Now, I think that's probably Saw, because he demonstrated ability with Saw in the last 3 versus 3 season. It was the last 5 versus 5. But I really couldn't just see myself justifying keeping Queen for offense. There comes a point when you're fighting somebody like this, it's like, okay, fine, just do it here then, fine. I don't know. Not sure that's the best wisdom, but that's the wisdom I ran with. And yeah, he blew it out. Against Saw. Well, I was sleeping when he did some of these attacks, so tough to tell how the rest of these break down. But he got a 1-shot on Saw, 1-shot on Malgus, DRBSF, Malik, and Sith Marauder. And then against Rey, Swolo, L3, Sana, and Cal with the Sonachron, he did kill everybody but Rey and Swolo on the first go and then cleaned them up on the second. Total of 45. Yeah. And then here, we'll tell you about back against the full Aphra team with, BT1 000, IG88, and Chrysanthemum. Right, we set that there. So I do have Jabba for offense, and I guess I'll probably end up using Piggy as my tank. If I don't, I feel like I should. Feels like it would probably not be the smartest idea to run. All right, Slacker. He also 1-shot. That's with Dark Ray, Faust, Hux, and Phasma. She should be set up to be slower than everybody, I guess, but Faust. So she'll raise them up, ideally. And yes, that will cause a max health reduction, but I feel that the tempo gain is probably better. Could be wrong. Anyway, he still has to get through Lord Vader, Oppo, CX2, ECT, and I do have Scorch. And if you've seen the recent video that me and the guys from Plotting and Scheming put out on Scorch, this is the way I have him locked in for this week. Defense sets, protection primaries with the exception of Cross being potency. I picked up some potency through secondaries otherwise, all in an attempt to get some value out of this otherwise really underwhelming ability. So I'm hoping to get something out of that. Otherwise just build like a brick shithouse, right? All right. Defense sets are the truth. Yeah, I mean, I'm just generally inclined towards putting those on tanks. And yeah, he's decently fast, but, TJ and I think Dagger were talking about considering, the virtue of a speed set, and maybe that's the case. We'll talk more about it at the end of the week. But if you're hoping to get more than one use out of Entrenched in a fight, my guess is he'd have to be pretty quick to get real value out of it. Anyway, any number of the cheesy things that are out there can be used to defeat Lord Vader, so we'll see what he ends up doing. As far as banner counts for the rest of this goes, check this out. You'll hear when he gets the drop on Rey, but listen to the numbers otherwise. 65, 3, 65, 65, 67, 42, 60, and that brings him current on squads. Now, For fleets, you got a 75, a 77, and a 75. So, fuck. That's really bad. That's really bad. Because he picked up a ton of margin on that. Yeah. Got skunked, man. Not delighted. Not delighted there. So, let's go ahead and talk about ucantsay's defense. Top side, it is Great Mothers, Marin, Morgan, DTP, and Spirit. Set 20 Kron. Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sith Marauder. Probably tank revive. High health. Gas, Rex, Arc, Echo 5s. I did already check. The potency is prohibitive for me to run, Gar ISC there, like I would otherwise prefer. So that means maybe Bounty Hunters comes back into the fore. That should be fun. Take like a high protection Kron and see how that treats us. All right. GG Stat B1, B2, Magna with the Stat Kron. Real serious. I think it's easily beaten by Gungans. So that's probably the idea. Bottom front, where the games begin. Aphra, BT1, 000, IG88, and HK. So full droids. He did not set the Chrysanthemum in here. For all that it mattered, because he one-shot mine that did. So she'll get a lot of revive value. Whatever counter I use, if I don't plan on letting her take her first turn ahead of me, then that means that any turns I take until her first turn, like if I use JMK for example, she'll be able to revive anyone I kill. So I want her to use that, then start killing people. Yeah, you like this track, Gosling? Yeah, good. Glad you enjoy it, man. Alright. So, next up is Ahsoka, Padawan Sabine, Fulcrum, Huyang, and General Syndulla. Super high health, right? Bulk level 3, 61% health. This could be higher, but it's also paired with 121% armor penetration. Potentially, devastating attacks from Padawan Sabine, AoE, and then Fulcrum if she's out there doing stuff. Now, you might say, oh, that's easily beaten by something like Baylan because you have the extra Ahsoka in there. Yeah, well, Baylan's on defense, even if that is your take. All right, Rey, Swolo, GK, Cal, and EEzra with the Heracron. So I think the 25% turn meter for light side alone makes things horrible if you were trying to do Baylan. I think Leia's going to be the solution here for me. See if that works. And then, yeah, Baylan, Shin, Marok, Hondo, and Kira. With the Mercron. Serious one at that. So I think that I might use Jabba here. I might. All right. So against Ahsoka, in 3 versus 3, BKM was not all that reliable. So I'm not going to advocate for it. I would say I'm thinking something serious. I'm feeling like using JMK here. The only way I really get punished for that is if he did something wild, like setting Slacker in the background. Then I might have some problems. Something like that. Argots, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Got a bunch of patrons in the chat today. Good to have you guys. Good to have everybody, of course. All right, Drogan R2. Now, GK is going to give crit immunity. Do you still basic EEzra here, or do you use the flamethrower from Drogan, which would cleanse the, it would dispel the crit immunity, and then he'll follow up with a basic? What do you guys think about that? Take my own Heracron. That was what I was planning on using with this team, regardless. Hey, Plume, good to see you, man. I thought other people liked the music. Oh. Okay. I feel like we gotta go all in on it. By the way, his offense is jacked up. 19-6. Pretty good. On. Your attempt went smoothly doing this, Striker. Did you just basic EEzra like normal, though? Or did you try to dispel it with the flamethrower to get rid of the CI? Because I feel like if I do the flamethrower, in the best case, I'm just going to end up proccing DI. And that's probably not good. So you went for the basic, and you got him into DI. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. All right, ads are running anyway, so I can stop and think about this as long as I like here. For the moment. So we'll put the lock on Cal. Yeah. And we'll hope this all works out. Dare to hope. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll give it a go just like that, Striker. We'll see. This is one of those times where I might be overworking myself on that. I think I'm going to attempt Great Mothers. I know people were talking about that in my Discord for last 3 vs 3 season. I was talking about it with Lysius from Fatal's server this morning. I might be able to pull that off, because apparently it can still even work against Ahsoka comps that have Exile EEzra, but you can't say has Exile here with Rey. So I think that's even more possible. Yeah. Hey, MacBar, what's going on? Good to see you. Right. Yep. Yep, I hear you about that, Striker. I think that's how I'm going to play it. All right, we're back from ads. Here we go. Now, is this one of those things where I actually I think I need to pass it over? Do I need to pass this over? This is gonna critically hit. Pass back to Drogon. Yeah. Then we have to go for it. Don't crit. Okay, we didn't crit, and yeah, you know, these for the moment, and okay, do all your many horrible things, friends. Maybe? No? I feel like I gotta keep hitting him. Turn this shit off? You need to go. Alright. That's the important part. Start working on you, I guess. Yeah. Start taking lumps. Nice. Back onto you, ideal, right? Ruins. I mean, whatever. This is incidental. If we can't bob this turn. Okay. Okay. Good. Basic? Yeah, that doesn't feel good. I think we can pass over to him now and recloak. We're rolling. Yeah. Correct. Okay. Bad. Buddy, chill. Be cool. Be cool. Okay. Now you're doing this. Stun you, maybe? Nope, just get double resist. Stun? No, not quite. Just chill. Stun? Okay. Good. That'd be cool. Yeah, still with chilling probably, but we'll take the log roll, set you up. Okay. You are a country mile away. Oh shit, that was the wrong guy. Ah, that's a fuck up. I thought I had that guy. I should have fucked something up. Okay. Got it. Yeah. There it is. No time to spare, really. Okay. Okay. All right, good enough. More or less fumbled our way through it, and we got it done. All right. Hey, Noble, what's going on, man? Good to see you. You said great. Livid's in the chat saying great mothers are easy versus non-EEzra comps. And also easier in 5s than in 3s against EEzra comps. Takes more than just one dodge for you in 5s. Okay, I see. I see. All right. All right. Well, that one worked out. Good start. Let's go for this Night Sister. So, as far as stats go, I think crit damage is what I was told. What was also important was dark side buffs on 3. So, something like this. I am a little concerned that I have no bulk in here. And I was wondering maybe this one's good to go with. The armor penetration is wasted for spirit, but the other physical attackers would benefit. Interesting that you say Doom Huyang, because I want to say that Lysias was suggesting to doom the General Syndulla to prevent that fracture from going out and causing problems. What say you to that, Livid? Yeah, I just need to chain Doom. Yeah. Well, which way would you go? Just pure damage? Like, not, you know, no concern about bulking up the health a little bit here? To just go with, like, this one? Just pure brutal crit damage? Buffs on 3? Yeah, my speeds are great on these guys. At least, so that is the hope. 340 Great Mothers. 358 Morgan Elsbeth with a crit avoidance arrow. DTP is 308. I had to rob some speed from him recently. 323 Spirit. And then, yeah, 356 Night Trooper. All right, so yeah, we bless Morgan, we doom General Syndulla, and let's see how it goes. Let's all learn together. There you are. Us? Away. Go. Yeah, I guess putting up alert makes sense. No. Now we target you. Asses. Crap. Okay. Now. I think we do one. Yeah, we put the blind on there. Good. Blind is good. That means we also can go after King. I'm gonna go for it. Definitely go for it. Tough to say that's wrong. Sure. Let's just do it proper. Everybody's low. That's fine. Let them be low. That's fine. Let them be low. We'll take them all. This all. I won. Okay. So far, so good. Special. Big. And I guess the question is how much armor penetration are, right? Rat-at-bat-at-bat-bat. Oh yeah, that's doing stuff. Wow. Guys, the modding was worth it. Oh, give her a bite, will ya? Yeah. There it is, 65. You can't beat that. No EEzra in this squad, I see. That's right, that was with the Ray. Okay. So that was awesome. Delighted to see that worked. I was kind of on the fence about setting or keeping Great Mother, so feels like I made the right choice. All right. Was I looking up Baylan earlier? Like I was. I know I was using Reva some of the time last season. What do you guys think is going to be really clean? Because this is a feature of playing against ucantsay is you can't you can't fuck up. He can't say, I can't fuck up. That's how it works. Set. Pretty sure it's... Yeah. Yeah, Gungans 50%, so just as well that I save them for something like... Yeah, Jabba can do it. 62. That means... All right. Everybody's used Chrysanthemum, so this would be an attempt without Chrysanthemum. Kind of a value play, really. Yeah, that was a cool counter. That was cool to do. Do you have? Did you have to make Morgan extremely fast to make that counter work? You do. My understanding is that to make this work, you need Morgan to be faster than all of the other sides. Or at least, if there's Exile Ezra or General Syndulla, you probably would want to specifically outrun them, if not anyone else. I don't have a lot of experience. You guys just watched me do my first attempt at that. But my understanding is it does require a pretty high speed on Morgan. And also, apparently it's a concern for Great Mothers as well. But I know we got folks like Livid in the chat with a lot to say about that counter. I lost using Jabba last 5s. I'm going to check my spreadsheet. Because that sounds like some shit I would have written a note about. Mercenary Hunter and Mercenary Wrecker. That's what that comp was. So this isn't quite the same danger. I grant, I'm being a little cheeky. How's this going to work with taunt? He's not going to taunt, right? Yeah, okay, so he's got passive taunt, and I want to say this is his taunt up, right? So, is leadership granting? How are we going to force taunt up onto him before his first turn is what I want to know. Can it be done? I want to say one of his specials. Oh, not that one. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's another way to get it up onto him, which would mean that if I take Scando could potentially pass the turn over to Gam, and then Gam taunts, and we'd have that going for it. That feels like a lot of damage potentially lost. Depends on how it all lands. What's the alternative here? Do I prefer just running without the tank? Running with just all attackers? They're doing, for the most part, AoE damage. Quite a risk. Gungans with turn meter to start. Yeah, I remember that going all right for me. I mean, we can always use a diminished Huck Cartel to take out something like Malgus, right? Our little ploy with forcing taunt to Piggy would work pretty well over there. He just wouldn't get revived. All right. There is surely something else I can do against GG. So we can look at that. Yeah. The BKM can apparently get that done. We might apply that way, but banners look poor. See, that's the other issue, guys, is I need banners to be good. Really? Talk to me about it. Why would this work? You would have the offense up. So see, that's... So we don't have that from... We have it from the next set. So we could technically pull this off, but there it is. It's the Imperial Trooper. Okay. Raddus? Yeah, we don't have Raddus now. Okay, I mean, it does say this can work. I'm willing to give it a gamble. We'll try it that way. All right. I want to say high potency, high armor. I have a high armor. What I'm typically using. I think it might be this. If it's not, it probably should be. Was it potency when I was doing this? Couldn't do. Damage. Otherwise, light side. Bane is a good option. Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna need Bane. I'm open to your suggestions on that, but yeah, I don't think Paulson, that's their GG stat with DI level 6. Really interesting, Blue. Thanks for sharing that. You used Bane here. Let me think about this. Where else could I need Bane? If he has Slacker in the back, then I would wish I had Bane. Or JMK, so one or the other. Good damage, armor penetration. This is probably the front goal. Look at that offense. Besides the other offense synergy, this is probably it. Wipe them out, right? If he has Slacker, who's he using versus your Lord Vader? Yeah, I don't know, buddy. I take your point, though. I take your point. All right, ad should be over. Welcome back. All right, here we go. Hi. So you guys are going to do a bunch of stuff off. I could keep it. If I cleanse all this, bad shit happens, right? Does bad shit happen? I don't think so. If we don't get rid of doubt, we can't do cool shit, right? So, be dope, do dope things, go forward in the spirit of dopeness. Probably you. Oh, yeah, no, we would call. I feel like we're gonna call Boom. Great turn meter here. Crush him. Or crush her. Not quite crush her, I guess. Some sides are getting it, others are not. This doesn't have a dispel effect, does it? Nope, didn't think so. Guess we can roll the bomb on you. Some value for the bomb while she's tied. Glad we saved the purge, I guess? Stop that. Stop that. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and need some interactivity from you. Jar Jar. Holy shit, this is kind of scary. Okay. I'm fine, you're fine. Holy fuck, dude. Why are they taking 100% of all related turns? Okay. Again, I'm needing you to stop with the fucking turn taking. Oh my god. You can't gain buffs because of this. No point in doing it. Calm the fuck on, man. You're blinded. So this is just gonna be Mass assist? Dispel that? Right. This goes. I guess we need the trade back to 2. It's all just a gamble now. It was all a dream. Why will you not kill this woman? I don't want to do the big AoE. We're not charged up for it. Her ability block there was slick. I like that. Come on now. How about it? You charged up? Yeah, you're charged now. That was almost impressive. What? Almost. Stay on target. Do this anyway? Pretty sure. Yeah. Tough to feel bad about that at this point. Back on Chimera. Yes. Trigger the dagger. I'm still going to call boom. Not really up to. Forever going to get value. Okay, it's you and me and a couple of assholes. Maybe we just punk you down and figure out a. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Oh, you already got rid of it. Too bad. You do have advantage. You don't have to crit damage up and shit, but it'll be some. Definitely. Look at that. Giga slap. Out. Alright, come on. A minute to win it. Kind of worrisome, isn't it? Is it not? Who are you gonna call? Oh man, you can call anybody. And putting it on auto is probably not good. Don't let panic set in. He said panicking. Fight's taking too fucking long, dude. I need you to be taking Titanic damage. Bad. Bad for business. Fuck. All the turns are coming at the wrong phase, too. Come on, I need the other basic, not this. I need Tarpal's basic. This ain't doing it, man. There's just too much time lost in all of the back slaps and shit. Crit damage is abundant on the Kron. There's no lacking for crit damage. What we're lacking for is apparently just fucking killing the guy. Come on, can you get it for me in the end? 7 seconds to maybe kill the other one? I dare not dream? Yeah. It was wise to not dream. There's our one drop, buddy. Random ass fucking Hondo, too. Alright. That was really high crit damage. The only thing that could have been really high on it otherwise would have been just armor penetration. More armor penetration. That wasn't a specific issue for Hondo. Very high health, too. All right, let's see here. I feel like the best way to deal with this is just... Yeah, you do prefer armor penetration. Yeah, well, there was ample time given for you to have said that prior to. All right, what do we want here? We want, like, light side crit damage. Something... I don't know that I want to use one with the super high potency. But what else is there? I guess that's decent, especially the tenacity for on purpose. Oh, I see, Striker. Putting me second to your day job? How dare you? You guys think CLS is worth attempting here? Because the question becomes, how quickly can you kill all 5 side droids before Aphra gets to have her middle back? CLS will lose because the doubt fucks him. That's true. The passive doubt from the Kron. Fair point, man. That's just to play it safe here. BCAM only took out 3 characters. That was my gut on it as well, that BCAM wouldn't work. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and commit this. Guess we'll let her do her summon. We want to do this execute after Aphra does her summon, because that's a revive. We don't have an anti-revive mechanic in here. Having him ability blocked is quite nice. I'll take that. Let's go ahead and do this charge up. Maybe it would be best to do this over here. Damn. Okay, so there's our summon. Now we have to make with the killing of them. So this is going to be AoE and then AoE. Gut instinct is to actually kill these 2 jackasses first. They should be relatively fragile compared to the competition. Can't really see myself using a mass assist killing somebody else, though. Might use, since you're bigger. 6. Out of phase. Out. Gotta hustle up now. Okay. 3, come on. Don't be dodging. Kindly die, if you would. Yeah, I was about to say, don't you dare. Sure. Okay. Hi. Alright. What's gonna eat up a solo Hondo? I feel like Wampa's probably not the answer. Our man hasn't made any moves here, right? Yeah. If he is out in China, it's late. So he's either decided to take a nap and, you know, set an alarm, wake up at a early hour to make sure he can make the timer. Something. Aphra on defense can be annoying. If it's demanding something like JMK to be consistent through it, that might be really annoying. So, fair. What do I want for you, really? We'll still be getting it. Really just shouldn't mess with him. Gut. Really like to get the banners back though from us. CLS it? Yeah, I mean, CLS will do it. Maybe just the 3 of them, CLS on Chewie. Yeah, this elsewhere. We do have Mom. Insight says Wampa is 96%. What was the 4%? Be nice to pick up the banners there. Every little penny matters against you, can't say. Yeah, surely we could get through it with Wampa, but with Zalbarkron. Although I don't really have an explicit plan for Zalbarkron. Yeah, I can look that up. Highest banner. Wampa, 100%. For real? High tenacity. And a crit damage. Okay, buffs up on 3. Tenacity and health. Okay, let's have a look at that. We do have Seer Malgus. Crown might be useful for that purpose. Same with this one. That one can also go with GG in a pinch if we need it. Yeah, I think we'll use this one. Yeah. Your Aphra got 5 holds on bottom front. Nice job. Well. Yeah, I think I've usually opened with Mass third, but I felt like it was the right move. You know. Alright, let's see if we get surprised. Far so good. Immediately with the lockdown. Glad we, despite the preload, we're able to get out ahead, I guess. No, he's not. He's neutral. He doesn't get the 25%. That's right. All right. So, okay, that worked out. All right. Good news. It's nothing crazy, which means that there's opportunity, right? So, if we take his 1561, right, what was his score at end of squads? Can I get that straight out from Prime Bob? I think his score was an 1115. So, 1115 plus, say he gets a 65 on Vader, plus 210 for that fleet zone is 1390. Now, if we subtract out the 10, well, whatever, we all have this. It's 1390 is what I approximate. Okay. 15s, yeah, that's why it's wrong. Okay. Minus 219, minus 75, minus 77, minus 75. Yeah, all right. So that gets us back to it happened. Then if we said he got a 65 here. it's 210 for the zone. Yeah. 1390 for the box. Okay. So let's see how we're gonna eat this cheese, shall we? England plus mass Jar Jar Tart 4 plus comment 1 drop. Find out on Lone Condo. Team took a long time to kill using a CD Kron, maybe more armor penetration. Opened with mass, second, dispel. Out. Maybe should have used third. Something like that. Alright, Aphra was JK Cat, GK Padme. Yep. Alright. And screwy with the way I'm counting. Oh. All right, BKM. I don't know. Was it? In Pass Grogu, yes. Armor with it. I like the level 3 actually. Max health damage. Really. AML with a turn. D Bane is 66. That's neat to know. Go that far. Okay. People were using something serious to take it out, though. Yeah, Inquisitors, man. We'll have to find an intelligent use. So. And pause, Grogu. Looking things up right now. Hey, welcome. Ranger rating in with 11 folks. How's it going today, Ranger? You wrap yours up. Oh, sorry, I missed your note there, Ulipa. Hey, Tass, finally catching a live stream again today. How is GAT going today? Best of luck anyway. We're one drop in. We're one drop in versus our opponent, so. Do have JML. Oops, see, good job. Zori. I want to say there's no reason original Night Sisters don't just gobble that up. We're going to look these up just to see what the very highest banner options are. And Zori, all right. It would be crazy to underman. Good. Guy's chilling like a villain. All right, so we can easily go for bounty hunters versus gas, right? I think we'll do that. So that's Aurra, Boss, Grief, Mando, Zam. And we will do the math. We'll do the monster math. The monster math. We need Mandalorian to be effectively faster. How much speed are you giving out? 350 times 1.2 times 0.2. Yeah, so she's sharing 84 speed. I think that's how that works. 5% for each other. So, yeah, 20%. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how that works. So she shares out the adjusted total. That means that he is 406 speed effective compared to 501st Rex. Music. 315 speed, and that's a 1.2 as well, right? 315 times 1.2. So 378. We are a country mile out ahead. Protection. You know, it'd be nice to have some intentionality behind this Zalbarkron. Maybe I assign everything out here first. So what if I did see Bane for BKM? That'd be weird. What would I have to do for Malgus? Something undesirable. Probably just Sith Eternal for Malgus. Doing something else for BKM? Great Mothers can get Reva. BG Stap can get Jabba, right? Jabba, Chrysanthemum. Let's see. So if we don't successfully and more or less immediately destroy B2, then he's just going to push right off of Biggie anyways. It's going to be pretty careful about how we calibrate that. I think that the Zalbarkron should probably go with Jabba. Does it have tenacity? How important is that to me? I mean, it's okay, but when they gain turn meter, I gain turn meter, so not really the end of the world. Not having people die feels like a slick move. Probably a good one. I feel like bulking these guys out is the way. Here's hoping that pans. Oh. Potency, I also remember being really nice on this fight, though. Because we had guaranteed stuns and shit before. That's fair. Evasion up, health steal up, health up. That could be helpful. And all this protection. We might take this one. We want to land our dazes and stuns. Yeah, we use Great Mothers. Why did I say I was using? No, yeah, we already did use it. Happy Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, Ray Rock. Good to see you. And there's Ranger in the chat. All good. We got the disappearing button bug, and it sucked. I'm sorry to hear that, man. All right. Let's make this work. Hello there. A 1. A 2. Have that. A 3. Okay. If I throw this out, it doesn't do anything. Sometimes it did. All right, as I recall, I would like to basic. We didn't get this. Fast. Stop, guys. I think we're gonna do the damage call. Get the sacrifice. Yeah. Okay. Mass up on this or what? We can shield from here. We have revive. We've got stuff going for us. I think the mass is probably a reasonable call. Basic. Where's the turn meter? The turn meter doesn't look like we'd be out ahead, so maybe I should mass here as well. Yep, that feels probably right. So important that he gets to be not participating in. Okay. Completely different situation. Now, you're the pain in the ass. Grenade, and you're just some guy now. Lock him down. Happens. See if we can't get in that round. There. We're all gonna drop that. There you go. This should be okay. You Old Republic the gas and you get good banners with it. Nothing wrong with that, Zoltre. Nothing wrong with that at all. I don't even think about like that since I keep these guys spec'd out for just such an occasion, but take your point. All right, Riva. Critical damage and armor penetration, dark side. Armor penetration, crit damage, health, turn meter, level 3, not buffs. How important to me is buffs? Good question. We should look that up. Got here. Here, Malgus, we do have. Three. 57% win rate. Speak to me. Turn meter. Action. Armor penetration. Armor penetration. That one's really good. Not that we... Dark side, tank revive. Not a fact. Great mother. Good damage, buffs up. This can't be a bad way to go. Save the big health one. Alright, we'll roll it like that. Way safer than bounty hunters. Yeah, I mean, you have to be set up just so for bounty hunters. I don't recommend that for the faint of heart. Yeah, you thought my opponents would stop putting him with how much I like doing that? Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, friend. Alright, here we go. We lead with torture. We want the buffs before they do stuff. I will take the ability block. Come on now. Come on now. Terrifying shit. Would be nice to do the middle here, but I can't afford to lose her. If she dies, she actually does die. Minor benefit to this, really. So take this. Okay. You're available to kill, so kill. No. You were supposed to be dead. We've already had both of GI's specials, 1 of 7, so I think it's worth doing this other... Jesus Christ, dude. I'm not fucking dodging. A little annoying with it. Alright. Make with the killing of her. Finish the job. It'd be great if we could land a stun. Okay. Hi. 65 on the nose. Armor penetration felt pretty good there. All right, 265s. We're doing it right. Doing it right. Choke on the fucking Lord Vader. Yes. All right. What are we doing for DTMG then? What was it? Dope song. Gotta have the robust brass section, man. Pops up. DKM for 65. That may well be the way. And then Finzori for the utmost. Didn't I say? Have we used JML somewhere? Probably JML. Then resistance, then the bros, yeah? No other mistakes. JML 60. Okay. UKR. Coda. So we're very, very confident then in this General Grievous thing? Maybe. Yeah, especially with the thing I'm about to do, right? I think we'll be okay there. Yeah, I'd rather do that than... So, wait, this goes there. Can just Bane be used? Other Talzin. Talzin should still get it done. I think we need potency, right? That potency is highly desirable. Health recovery, smart. Smart. Potency. Yeah. Okay, so as long as you run a dark side potency, I think Mother Talzin works. So that means Jabba can work versus Malgus, I guess. What else was there? Yeah. Yeah, I guess JML is good. Okay. You're gonna lose some banners on this. There's something I'm holding that I'm not thinking of. I have these GLs. We have our own VCAM. That's already got a use. Yet Seer Malicos is not presently. Not gonna. I think maybe if anywhere it goes against Malgus. Is that a thing? Seer Malicos versus Malgus is a thing. Yeah, it can be. If I remember correctly. Ring meter. Okay. Banners. GML. Jabba. Yep. Your Malicos come into play. Really? Sight unseen. That's so. Starkiller 56. Something I'm missing. Yeah. Okay. See how this goes then. A cartel. I think we've got it lined up. Yeah, I do have Sidious Kron Huddison. What do you think? Oh, shit, I missed something. Sorry guys, I was missing a couple things. How can they? Is that what I did? I thought they had 90 now. Yeah. Yeah, Night Trooper Enoch. Okay. I think we're still on the same. I think we're still on the right track with that one. Alright, so he's still sweating this. So that means we have to make an effective use of Jabba here. Alright. I don't know that I have anything better suited for this purpose, but we'll give it a go. High health and defense, we'll give it. What do we need? I don't think we need Embo. Boba's of pretty limited use. Okay, why don't we do it like this? So something like that. What do you guys think? Use the Zalbar tank out. Appreciate the sub, Ranger, to Lady Geek. Thank you so much. What are you thinking about? Sidious versus Malgus or Resistance? How solid is that, Huddison? How's that work? Your work here be done. Yar, off to buy the cat food. Thanks, Ranger. Appreciate the gift sub, man. Alright, let's see what happens here. Yeah, so I guess you're gonna do more than just this, probably. The goal would be to, of course, kill you. By my next trick, I shall kill you. Okay, still doing stuff. If I pass back to Leia and bomb, I think that's the end for this. Oh, fuck that up. Okay, then you're gonna be like that for a while. Who else needs to go down in? I guess you. We're trying to charge up, right? This is gonna make you, yeah, not gonna fun. Okay. A little worrisome. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, now we just get to react forever and never take another turn. Seems fair. Seems legit. Jesus fuck, man. Were we not meant to be resistant to this horse shit? Yeah, everybody's getting TMG. This is not working the way we had hoped. Don't do this, folks at home. Now we'll trigger beat. You are almost... Yeah, see, I just tried to see desperation, because I don't think your response is about to matter. Depressing, guys. Depressing. Chrysanthemum here would have been all the difference in the world, of course. And we get to ultimate for the end. Yeah, Gam's kit is pretty ass. There is no disputing that. I guess throw out the bombs here. At least get rid of this taunt. See if we can't do whatever. It's indeed grim. A grim scenario for sure. Trying to see about getting to ultimate and then potentially eating. We'll all find out together. Gam, just be suitably thick. If you can eat GG, we'll be okay-ish. Alright, you've got a little over a minute to maybe take another couple of turns. We'll see. Just endless TM loop of the gods. I think if I had taken one of my standard Javacrons that has high tenacity, that might have been the better way to go. I know they have stacking potency anyway, but we'll see. Yeah, I was surprised they didn't do anything for Gam when they gave him PW Omicron. Don't try this at home. Use your Chrysanthemum. Your guess is as good as mine if we actually get to that next turn. Don't let the days go by. How goes the fight? This is our second drop of the whole thing, so we'll see. Rotate one new thing there. DTMG was good for this in the past. Run some timeout risk. Yeah, well, I mean, again, guys, it would have been a very different fight if I'd had Chrysanthemum. It is what it is. But, yeah. Them taking all their turns. What that means. Your Malgus. I think we can make it. B1 was down to 6 stacks left. It'd be like that, man. He has only one drop, so it's going to be rough. The question, it all comes down to whether or not he's going to be able to clear Lord Vader, which he may well be able to do. You know? He doesn't have BKM, but he should still have Mon Mothma and friends. I don't know. I don't know what he's got to deal with that. GG's that. So we know that Gungans could have done that, but Gungans was almost our path through Baylan, so Baylan could have otherwise been Bane, something like that. Dude, wouldn't Seer Malgus work against the BKM as well? I'm gonna knock out this one. Or just... Armor penetration, probably. Offense is helpful. We can use this one. Alright. Prediction payout, good call, Kickban. Let's get that done. It is 2 or more today, so those of you who went 2 or more are richly rewarded. Alright.
No. No. No, no.
Nice. Goes
No.
off. Fine. Okay. Far so bad. Far so bad. This isn't gonna miss, so that's kind of convenient for our purpose. And then you, right? Can't be the wrong. We can gain our shield up.
No.
We were not supposed to live through that.
No.
Also, am I crazy? Did I free her up here? Oh, him. GG is not the very best team on defense, but I took something against it that I thought there were, I thought we could use the Kron to compensate for not having Percent. But I wouldn't have advised for you to do what I just did there. Would not have told you to do that. All we need to do is come back around, get our full banners.
No.
Looking to get the roll. There it is.
No.
65. Alright. Great mothers. Not great mothers. Regular night sisters, rather. There's the Sidious Kron. Yes, IG-12's dialogue is good. You're right about that. Alright, in principle, I don't want to use the Sidious Kron. This can't be super high tenacity. Read about. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, let's ride this pony. It's been a while. Fun match. Leg here. Sure. Got it. No. Plagues. I like to see if we can get the stun. Resisted. Yeah. Don't you dare now. Far so good. Okay, at least we have Wampa back, right? Right? Love that the AoE ability block landed flawlessly. I love that. Hi. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's dodges. Green. There is. Cooldown's getting reset. All of it. He's about to die. Let's go. There we go. Looking at that. Done here. Now people just start falling. The stun over here as well. Works for me. Here. So, Jabba, ouch. So I could have just used Jabba on Malgus, I guess. Jabba, Bausch, Gam, Ando, and Embo it was. That did not work. So good to know. Doesn't have super high for the quick ultimate, which is why I prefer this one. Just huge bulk. We're so unlikely to lose the side here. That's some modding on Vethan. 3-round of perfect ability block. Yeah. Gojo Costa in for funsies? No, that's not funsies. You're about to dunk there. Whole bunch of shit. That just so happens that everybody got fear. It was also that everybody that had turn. Nice, love this part. Yep. Good. Cleanse him, I guess. Feel good about taking the protection. The mercenary thing would not have saved me. Finish it. Okay. That. This. Okay. Good. There we go. But he's looking pretty topped off, so top bop. Call it the 62 that it is. Alright. Through that. Then we have you, yeah? I feel like Seer Malgus could do something, right? To get dispelled a lot. Something still makes me feel like DTMG could be something. That's the real anti-turn thing. I'd hate to drop anything else, though, but I'm also not seeing why we couldn't just end up getting looped by GG here. Fair. I'm gonna try DTMG. Big death. Something like that. DTMG sounds like a Jabba Part 2. Oh, I disagree. There's quite a bit more going for us in that one. Turn meter seems like a good move, though. Tank revive is pretty cool. You don't think Gideon will work either because they just looped. But isn't that the kind of thing where we're going to gain? My thing is, I want to say this. Whenever an enemy gains bonus turn meter, they're going to lose turn meter, right? Like, there's all those 2% offense gains. 2% turn meter gains doubled. You know? So I'm thinking that. Yeah, Jabba had that too. I hear you, buddy. I mean, the other way to go would be to attempt Seer Malgus, which... Something like this, which feels... Well, I mean, we can go with Maul. That's fine. Drop the Sokatana. Bring this, like this. Done hard. High health. To endure. High tenacity, maybe. Or just go for overwhelming damage. You know? Something like this. That's what I'm saying. I like the idea of DTMG instead. I'll tell you what, guys, I'll mull it over real quick. I'm going to take a real quick bathroom break, and we'll be back to finish out the rest of this board. Thanks for tuning in. See you in a minute. All right, we're coming back. Power penetration, I usually bring the dark side. This one's pretty good for our purpose. Action armor penetration. Give it a go. Far so good. We have doors. If I trigger you to go, what happens? Well, if I do the pull, gonna... Nice mark there. Can you hit that? Nice. Put you back. Hello there. Sure, let's get rid of these. Yeah, we're just hitting too hard for the DI to enter the conversation. I'm into it. Okay. Gonna take some lumps. And away. And do I want to dispel more? I don't know. Get rid of the basic chill here. Okay. Okay, so you're out of that. How do we dispel you? Mass assist for the kill? I think not. Maybe just a single big hit from somebody. Great. Put the hammer down. If I do the AoE, I won't be able to try and deathmark Grievous. It's like a blow. So, let's see what happens. Nope, we got the DI though. Not bad. Guys, you should have believed. We all should believe. DTMG is still the truth. How are we looking? Pretty good. 45. Would have been a 65, guys. Right on the nose. So there you have it. DTMG, still good. It leaves us with a nice, easy C Bane, I guess, to exploit this. Sure, we'll use this one. Link the pain points, I assume? Oh, let's see who survives this first. Not you!
No. No.
Fuck out of my house. Okay. I mean, whatever. Kill. Kill for funsies. Happens. Alright, so we learned a couple little small things today. Really shouldn't be trying to do that Jabba without Chrysanthemum. Alright. Alright, Leviathan. So DTMG, Gideon, Scout, Death, Enoch. Am was C Bane. 6. Right, that works. Fleet. Executor. What were the others? Malevolence and Raddus. So, Chimera for Raddus. Negotiator for Malevolence. And then Leviathan or Executor. How it goes. Usually just taking these two. I have sometimes wish I had a third. I remember in the distant past losing. Let's try nut. What replaces Chrysanthemum on Aphra? Another droid, Rex. That's what I would do. Another droid. Okay. There. Right. This is usually a pretty important move. We can get it. Pretty good. Get the kill. Nice. Happy to have it. Come on, and you. Alright. And dig. In our time with that one. Fine. Bombs. Timely bombs. Shields up. Looking stable. We can force taunt now. Hit the AoE. Right. Yeah, okay. That's not really the droid I'm looking for, but there. Have to accept that. Yeah, I think I am gonna take this. I'm crazy not to at this point. Okay. Now just you. That part sucks. Do the takeover. Yeah. Give us 10 up. Ultimate? Take it. That's some bullshit. Why even have a tank? You're gonna cost me 2 ships off that? What is that, man? Yeah, 67. Rough going. All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's bad. Bad run. That. Just the. Okay. Macedon, hey, what's up, Task? Question, is it better to take out Razor Crest ASAP for banner's sake? You mean with, like, Leviathan? I think your highest priority, if it's triple attacker, you can argue is between Profundity and Xanadu. Not Profundity, sorry. Punishing one or Xanadu Blood. I think probably Xanadu Blood. Yeah, I don't think you're going after Razor Crest first regardless. Yeah, that was definitely bad times. Bad times, Shake. But at least I didn't just randomly lose it from not having TIE Fighter die using, like, Empire or something, right? Idaho Wolfie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Here on Twitch and on YouTube. Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, I guess we're getting you regardless. No, you're doing this to immediately trigger the backslap. That's what I remember. Yeah. Oh. Done. Okay. Just basic. Right. This is big. The dodge is just sick. Fucking love it. Absolutely fucking love it. Wouldn't change a thing. I am just so super de-duper goddamn. What do we want to do exactly? You can basic call. Okay. Went with the assist instead of using the buffs up. 73 will do. Absolute horseshit on. I'm cool with it. Fine, you're fine. We're all fine. Just these? I think so. There's a 73. All right. Worst RNG to compensate for his great one. Yeah, he had good RNG to pull off those scores. So, especially on the Profundity, man, because I know he did a Profundity mirror, and it's like, man, that is whack for you to get the 77. I could just do this. Neat. Don't have the thing. I'm gonna trigger him to get this. Yeah, see, he got CI, and I didn't want... I wanted, yeah, this is how I wanted it. So. Okay. Here's hoping. Okay. What's there? Stay on target. One we're looking for. We have to close this out quick, though. Quick. Like a Devani. Like that. Yeah. 75. Okay, an 1810. So he definitely, if he one-shots that Lord Vader, has me handily. Right? So we'll have to find out if he actually tries it here. I don't know. I don't know if he will. It's rare for him to attack late, but maybe he has nothing to fight this. If he used Saw the way I think he did on Queen, then he would not have Mon Mothma, and he would not have also not have BKM because he said it. Oh, there he is. Oh, guys. All right, let's see if he just clears me easy. He's probably got me this time because I got him by pennies last time, and the drop with Jabba, so that'd be another 20 banners up. I'd be in 1830. I'd still be down a few banners. So I think he's got me pretty fair on this one. Let's see if he gets me. He waited all this time. It's got to be in the middle of the night for our man. Let's see what happens. We can all find out together. Got to be Slacker, right? He's got to have saved Slacker. I think that's his recipe for this. Kitty, special guest appearance from Kitty. All right, let me follow up with some of the chat. Big Ninja asks, how would you feel if they added ship mods or something like that, but completely removed dodge from? I feel like mods are going to become just another arms race that will further narrow down who really can fight at the top. Because if mods just add damage or durability or health to a fleet, that would be challenging enough to deal with. If I have that across my whole fleet and you don't, or mine are just better than yours because I random better stats or something like that, if that's how they work. Taking away dodge, I don't know. I don't know what that fixes. I don't know. I just know that I'm wary of arms races because I don't like things that make it feel like the top of the game must be really narrow. And I feel like that's kind of what happens. Hey, yeah, I don't mind if ucantsay is watching. He cleared the bottom front zone already, so, you know, my opponents are always welcome to watch if they've done that, and they're welcome to join me here on stream where they can. I just haven't had a personal conversation with ucantsay before, so we'll find out if this Lord Vader team is worth a damn. If he has to attempt it with Slacker, there could be real problems, right? Omicron. Yeah, Shake. He was just waiting in the shadows. That's right. Idaho Wolfie asked, do you enjoy... Okay, he got through it, and wow, and I was off by a single banner, so he got like a 64 on it. Well done. Well done, ucantsay. So maybe he rotated something like Slacker to Saw, and then no. See, he could have rotated something else to deal with Queen, like Jabba can deal with Queen, and then he would have had Mon Mothma and friends to attempt this here that way. So he may well have gotten it, but yeah, GG to ucantsay. Well done, well done. Let's see here. But yeah, Idaho Wolfie said, do you enjoy facing mostly the same accounts all the time? Feels like it would get old, but also be fun. I do want to see new players up here all the time. That's why it's extra crappy having this Erodium bug where it can be so hard to come by. You know, having new players when you're having all these Erodiums spaced in between. By the way, guys, likely that I have one, possibly two Erodiums for the next couple of rounds because I lost this. So this was my real opportunity to springboard into more real matches in the week. We'll see how it goes. I'll try and see if there's other patron matchups and stuff to cover this week. We'll find out. But yeah, as far as fighting mostly the same people, even if I wasn't fighting Erodiums up in this neck of the woods, it is mostly the same people, and I don't know, it's part of the game. It's like everything else. Um, I'm pretty just roll with, go with the flow as far as the meta goes and everything else that changes in the game. I accept that there's a certain amount of this I don't get to control, and if I end up fighting a lot of the same people, that just means that they're, for the most part, very consistent performers. Like, it's been a few weeks since I fought ucantsay, and I won that round, and now he's won this one. He's likely going to have one, possibly two real matchups here for the rest of the week. And anything could happen for him, whereas I'm likely to have one or two, probably two, Erodiums, and, we could both end up going 2-1. We'll be seeing each other again. And that happens often enough. I don't know. I'd rather see them fix the Erodium bug, if you really want my opinion. Fighting the same people is a pleasure when they're real players. A free win here and there from an Erodium is nice once in a while, but when it becomes multiple a week, multiple a season, then that means when I do get matched up with the same guy, like, consider this. Last season I fought Aesop Rock 3 times, right? Love fighting Aesop Rock. But if we had more genuine players there instead of Erodiums kind of screwing up the brackets, there'd be a little more diversity. So I think that's really the way. Here, if we're going to do some Q&A, guys, I can do that. All right. River Cracian, do you have any idea about the adjustments they're going to make to Lord Vader? They haven't announced anything, but their design intent, they stated this when they put out the announcement about the new vision for Lord Vader and announcing the new raid and the Nightfall event and all of that. They said that certainly nothing like Fennec should be able to beat this. They intend pretty much for you to use Galactic Legend to fight Lord Vader here on out. So where that is not done, I expect them to crush it. So I'm expecting them to forbid DKM thing, forbid this Mon Mothma. Not really sure how. I have a couple ideas of how they might do it, but we'll see. I expect them to close those loopholes. It's way too high an investment on that team to demand that, you know? Right. Yep. Right. Yeah, Erodium counts does make it worse. Oh, if you've been ranked 60, Idaho Wolf, we could see each other. Yeah. Yeah. It can absolutely happen. When there's a lot of Erodiums, I've been pushed outside of the top 50 several times over the last year. This Erodium bug's more than a year old. It was a year old in January, so get comfortable. Yeah, Don Senzi. I tried to translate the opponent's name, and it came up with, the dog group plane is full of scumbags. I have countless GACs. Return the money. Fair. Yeah. That's his name. River asks, do I think Malicos is safe? So you mean Sir Maul Malicos versus Lord Vader? I don't know. Not sure about that. If I had my back against a wall, like, I know that ucantsay doesn't have that team, right? So if he had set it down, though, that may well be what I had to attempt. Because I didn't have Slacker. I had Slacker on deep. Yeah. Yeah, Idaho Wolf. Wolfie, they could make it like Inquisitors and just make at least one dot permanent. I was thinking about that specifically to shut off. Yeah. There's just got to be some other component to, I don't know, nerf BKM. I don't know if she's really good at shaking off debuffs. Good about turning debuffs into advantage for her. Yeah. There's a lot of reason why it works, but that's why I don't get paid the big bucks, right? CG does, so we'll let them figure that out. All right, let's go ahead and review how this all went. Bottom front, take a look. Against Aphra, BT1, 000, IG88, and HK, we went in with JMK, Cat, GK, Padme, and Snips for 65. Against Ahsoka, General Syndulla, Padawan Sabine, Fulcrum, and Huyang with a very, very high health Kron. We did Great Mothers, Morgan, Spirit, Night Trooper, and DTP for 65. Coolest fight of the match, for sure. Against Rey, Wolo, GK, Cal, and EEzra with the Heracron. Went in with my own Leia team having the Heracron. That was with Drogon, R2, Jin, Raddus, 65 banners. And against Baylan, Shin, Merrock, Hondo, and Kira. So I went in with Gungans. And I think this would have worked if I had higher armor penetration. I really biased heavily for crit damage, and armor penetration should be the way. So there is a good bit of defense built into the team, and not for nothing, I should work to counter that. We ended up timing out on the lone Hondo, cleaned it up with, what was it, Wampa? So, yeah. 44 plus, what? I want to say it was like 44 banners, like that, 45. I don't know. Anyway, that cleaned it up. Into the back zone. So, against the BKM team, we used Bane, just happened to have it, 66 banners. Note to self, really should just try and kill Paz super early so that his AoE goes out, because we lost 2 banners there at the end. It wouldn't have saved us today, but small note. Gotta really try and take him out. Not very last, I would say. Alright, against Finzori, yeah, olden times with Mother Talzin. You know, Marin, Daka, Asajj, Zombie, 64 banners. And then DTMG, Gideon Scout, Enoch, and Night Trooper was BKM, Paz, Grogu, Bam, BKK for 65. Alright, up top against Great Mothers was Reva and Friends, 65 banners. Against Malgus, JML, 62. They managed to get at JKR, and, you know, interestingly enough, I really should have just done the AoE push with JML, given us the TMR, or not the TMR, the TM gain, and then saved JML's middle for Darth Revan like I usually do. That's what I should have done. I think that's the difference between 62 and 65, so there's a handful of banners there. Alright, against Gas, 501st, Blast from the Past, Aura Boss, Grief, Mando, Zam, 65. And against GG Stat. So, if this was a full Jabba team with Chrysanthemum, I had Chrysanthemum down with my Aphra in the back. And by the way, if you didn't see how we went through all of my defense, I did cover that at the start of the stream, so go back to the beginning to check that out. But yes, I had Chrysanthemum down with my Aphra, you know, let's see what happens. But that means I did have to rely on Gam to be my tank, and then doing Jabba versus GG, yeah man, I much would have preferred to have Chrysanthemum. Also shocking to me that we didn't manage to kill B2 in a timely manner. It was really surprising. I would say that if I had to do that again, knowing what I know now, just leave Gam on the bench and take along Boba Fett, and then I would have had at least a rocket to throw in the attempt to just bully down B2. That feels like it was probably the right answer. Anyway, we actually had to straight up withdraw from that. That went to shit. Funny enough, DTMG with a set 20 dark side turn meter, I want to say, with buff, some protection, health, crit damage, armor penetration, all this type of thing. The armor penetration was nice because we ended up using this DTMG team to just one-shot the Stap immediately. We ended up not triggering DI on Stap at all. I want to say when we took out B2 was a similar case, or he just quickly came out and died. Nobody died, nobody needed to be revived. We easily controlled the fight down to the end and closed him out for 45, so that would have been another 65. That was the surprise drop. So, yeah, I couldn't have known that he was going to set Aphra, so there's no value in saying I should have set Jabba. I should have just set Aphra without Chrysanthemum and had the intact Jabba team. I could have went after Malgus, trivialized Malgus, if not GG. That would have worked. I have done Jabba against Baylan and lost once in the past. Shake reminded me of that. Different composition, but the point still stands. Yeah, so I think those are the major improvements. Don't run Jabba on offense without Chrysanthemum. And then run higher armor penetration with Gungans against Baylan. Still stick with the light side 25% turn meter. I don't know how much I'm going to like that counter once that Kron is gone. I feel like going out ahead means a lot. So, all right. So yeah, that's how we got through GG. And then of course here on Fleet, man, did we get the hose. So we got a 73, I want to say, with Chimera against Raddus. That was fine. 75 with Negotiator against Malevolence. Beautiful. And then a 67 with Leviathan against Triple Attacker. That was bad. I think the major difference between his encounter and mine is that it chose to bring out Houndstooth for me and then IG, I want to say. That would happen. Yeah, it brought out Houndstooth and IG and just left Boba on the bench. So knowing that, probably just leave IG off here if I'm going to set Triple Attacker. Because that sucks. So you really would think it was Boba that would come in second. Not a big fan of that result. Got really lucky doing that Profundity Mirror. That's a shame. I have to think about that. All right, Ankhthar, always appreciate your recaps. Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to do that at the end of the stream. So that about covers it, though. Yeah, again, GG to you, can't say. I think I've won our last couple bouts, so I'm about due. And it's probably going to be a really easy week for me personally, here on out. 74. Yeah, 64. That's what he got there on Lord Vader. So yeah, well done. Do feel good about having Ahsoka up front there. As far as defensive arrangement goes, maybe Rey here as well. The Traya team could go up top and I could whack her up front, something. Seer Malicos really didn't get use in this fight, so Seer Malicos on defense would have been a good draw. Where would it go? Other things are beating Seer kind of trivially. That's why I didn't set it, though. He did neither. Well, a good lesson from my defense is Rey Sana still remains pretty difficult to one-shot because he had something well prepared for that. So I'm happy with that. I think that's about it. I'll try and think about some other ideas for the next round, and I'll let you guys know. Yeah, Sheepdog, GG. All right, guys, let's move to wrap everything up. If you want to find out when I'm going to go live for the next round, you'll want to be on my Discord. And honestly, just a great place to be for sort of related stuff anyway. I do believe I'll be back on Saturday, late morning, early afternoon. Not dissimilar from like where I started here today. But yes, the exact going live time is announced there on my Discord. Of course, you already know if you're watching me here, then I am streaming live at twitch.tv/Tassinix. And also simulcasting now for my YouTube channel, Tassinix Gaming. If you haven't been there before, you might want to check it out because there's some other great Swugger-related content there that I think you might want to try. Have a look at. We've got the mod guide videos on characters and factions that you've asked about. The Datacron set series that I make with Aesop Rock, one of the top players in the game currently for sets 20 and 21. The How to Mod series, the GAC Omicron tier list, whole bunch of stuff out there, so check that all out. And yeah, anything that you enjoy, please do give it a like. Hit subscribe on that channel if you want to see more. Really appreciate that. Oh, and of course, it is a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena focused podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal. We break down the last week of combat here in the top 100 or thereabouts of Kyber 1. We talk about how we dealt with the meta matchups of the week, our favorite attack and defense, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else that's worth sharing with you. That is rebroadcast there from Spotify, its native home. So if you check the link, though, for wherever you find it, there is a link that you can use to plug into your preferred podcast program and follow us there. Aside from all that, if you want to go above and beyond the call of duty to support the channel, there are a couple options. There is Cash App, that is $Tassinix. There is a PayPal, which is tassinix@gmail.com. And of course, if you want to get some increased scouting power for yourself, early access to some of my content, and a couple other, cool little fringe benefits, you'll have to check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Tassinix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. At $5 a month, you enter the Task House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming podcast, which is coming out Fridays at 8 a.m. for the general public, but my patrons are getting it as early as Tuesday night within hours of recording. In addition, you get early access to the Datacron set guide videos, and of course, a dedicated text and voice chat on Discord, where you will usually find me lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Banja, Deadpool Cow 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Joven4527, Miasmal, Musross, Raise Malgus, Sam Vimes, Sheepdog 47, Squed, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sweens 14, and White Wolf. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me, and then to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. So, OmegaBot's the tool that I show at the start of the stream with that report. It's got the bar graphs on it, gives you a powerful at-a-glance sense of what your opponent's tendencies are for offense and defense. No other tool helps you break down an opponent so quickly, and anybody can use it for free to pull a report on their opponent's last week of history, but only patrons can build out a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of it with links that you can click that plug right back into swugga.gg or Insight, helping you to drill down on those specific questions. Alternatively, you could go with Hot Utils Patreon, which is aka Chili, where you can use its power, for mass mod management and loadout creation. You can use it to switch easily between Grand Arena, TV, TW, Raid, what have you. You can use it to remod your roster comprehensively, like Fatal and TJ like to do. You can use it to slice through hundreds of mods, help your guild in TW, a couple other fun odds and ends. Regardless, no wrong way to go there at VIP Access Plus. Thank you so much to Dobby, Eshsatnakan, Meow for Me, Loon, Shake23501, Single Malt Jedi, Snack Attack, Striker, and Troublefinger. And then at VIP Access Premium, this is $15 a month for the Double Bot bundle. So Patreon access to me, Megabot, and Hot Utils all under one sub. I don't think you can actually buy them separately for less, so it's a pretty damn good bundle, which is why a lot of my patrons have said it is the best value bundle in Swugga. Thank you so much to Argots, Arj, Big Ninja, Duckstab, Darth Link, Dark Hug, Brick Frack Paddywhack, General Milan, Ivanek, Johnny B. Ottawa, Kev, Mini GK, Pills, Wig, Saldak, Sir Boss, Sophus, The Lost Womprat, Wilco, and Zoltre. And at the top of the heap, Injusters Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper. This madman pops in the stream from time to time, drops hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies. He's done it a bunch of times over the years, and that's why we thank him so much for his generous support. Of course, last but never least, our special thanks. First to Yoda Force, one of my original supporters way back in the day, bought me the mic I'm speaking to you on right now, and even though he has long since quit the game, we wish him well from the other side. Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether it's getting food or, coffee, alcohol, whatever the case may be, or just stopping our daughter from ripping apart our home piece by piece while I'm distracted, trying to be halfway decent at a phone game. And then, last but never least, to Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal, my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming. Gentlemen, thank you so much for making yourselves available week in, week out, despite your busy work and family schedules. Make our show. We're more than 2 years into it, and I learn from you guys every week. Hopefully the feeling is occasionally mutual. Man, I am starting to get tired. It's a long day. And no matter how long the day is, I will appreciate that you guys are still available all this time later to make the show what it is. A lot of great engagement, questions, so much interest in the show, and a large part of that success is what you add to it. So thanks, guys. Thank you so much. All right. I need a nap. I haven't been feeling well all day. Before I pass out face down on my keyboard, see here, Sheepdog, you were saying, what was my Ray comp? Yeah, you remember last season I was struggling with this Ray that had Sana, Spolo, Al, and then I think it was EEzra in some of the teams. I decided to put, at Dagger's recommendation, actually, I put in L3 here so that I could free up EEzra to go with Ahsoka. I thought that was the better way to ride. So, yeah, that was what we ended up trying. If I had to do it all again, I think I really did put a high health. I really did put it. Did well getting through it. Nice and clean. All right, hope that answers you, Sheepdog. Let's get ready to raid out. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Let's see who's live. 3:45. Still too early, I should think. But hey, let's raid into my patron and friend and now fellow content creator, I am Arj. Go ahead and get that set up. Starting up the raid here, and let's do the redirect on YouTube as well. Looks like he's not out there. All right. I'll send you guys to a recent follower of the channel here, Troopers on Break. That's where I'll send you YouTube, guys. I think he's about to start up soon. That's going to work. All right, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. Tough loss today. Couple good lessons learned. Fair enough. And I'll let you guys know if we actually have real matches. I'll do my best to bring you something else if I have Herodians. And look for all that information on Discord. Until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.